Hello, everyone. Welcome to School After Hours podcast, where we talk about all things related to out of school time programming and education. I am your host, Jay Lee, and on today's show, we're going to be doing the part two version of ending the school semester. So, as you know, the first half of the school year is about to come to an end, and usually that's when programs start to wrap up for this portion of the school year. So, just to make sure that we're all on the up and up, we're landing where we need to as far as our performance, I made this series to go ahead and touch bases on some of the things that you can do as you are wrapping up the end of this session. So, part one of this series was about doing a program evaluation. What does that look like? What are some of the things to look for? And all those other wonderful things. But in this part two, we're going to be talking about evaluating staff. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey everyone, so for this part of the series, we're going to be talking about staff assessments, okay? So the best time I feel is to do a staff assessment, even if it is just a small benchmark assessment, is around October-ish, November-ish. Why? Because at that point, you've already started programming. Everyone has a little bit of a groove at this point. They have a pace, they have a routine, and you're now at a place where you can kind of see how classes are done if a staff member has taken the role of leading a class or a specific curriculum. So if they are doing, let's say, a craft class, they're taking, charge of doing crafts, or they have their own curriculum that they're leading or activity that they're leading that they took ownership in. I like to take the time to go ahead and assess what that looks like. So I look for student interactions, I look at their engagement, but also the difficulty level or the ease level of the actual activity. Have to take in mind, student motor skills. Is it detailed to most, if not all, the students in class? Because you have students with different level of capability. So those are some of the things to take into consideration when you are doing an assessment. Is everyone participating, or some of them are just slumped down in their seat like, why are we doing this? I don't understand. We need to do something else and do another activity, And also how the counselor or the staff member is engaging the students. That's very, very important. So after I take down those notes and do like my specific assessment for, a cheat sheet that I may have or may create it for myself, I'll go ahead and then have a conversation with the staff member just to give them my idea of what they're doing well, but also some things that needs to be improved to help them get better at what they're doing, right? So I like to also give resources when I give suggestions. I do not like to just tell them this is what needs to be changed and then that's the end of discussion. To me, that is not effective coaching. I like to give them the things that I see that needs to be changed and then go ahead and give them some resources or some tools that they could go ahead and implement the next time they do another activity and help them make a plan of how they're going to improve and how they're going to be better. So when I actually do the end of the year or end of the session or quarter assessment, I kind of have something to see like what you've applied and how that individual has grown in their practice or in their ability to go ahead and improve those things. I never just like to say, here's what you need to fix and say bye. That's not good coaching to me. But also give them an opportunity to share with you, based on their view, what are some of the things that they feel that they need to improve with. Because sometimes individuals know. Sometimes staff members know, sometimes people know. So giving them the floor to kind of share with you, what are some things that they may feel like they need to improve on, but also it gives you an insight of what they may be seeking to personally develop within themselves as well. So I think that it's a good dialogue because you have both people having that conversation of improvement, and also me being the supervisor or the person that is, in charge of programming, giving you that assistance that you're asking for, you're requesting, and I see that you need. And then after doing that assessment with them and then creating that plan, we'll actually do check-ins over time to see, how the plan is working. Are there some adjustments that need to be made? What other resources might help them? Do we need to schedule them for a training and then go ahead and put that into practice with what's going on or what we had talked about and planned out, and just kind of monitor their progress in their development. So therefore, when I get to the end of the session, like I said, the end of the session assessments, full assessment, I can say, you know what? You did this, and I feel like this did well. Or if it's something that is not working and you need to, at this point, make a serious pivot, then we could go ahead and have that conversation too. But I feel like that's very, very important. So go ahead and do those staff evaluations at the same time. Hey everyone, that brings us to the end of the part 2 portion of our series. Make sure that we're sharing with you the details of doing a staff evaluation. If you like what you heard so far, go ahead and hit that like button and share it with your friends, family, co-workers, all the above, because we want you to be part of our community so you can get all this good stuff. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap this up.